Tag und Nacht geöffnet, oder was? Ach so, nee, das war diese Vitrine. Kann ich nochmal den Check machen?
Rows of toy soldiers guarding the
Oh ja,
rest
ich
of
kann
the
den Check nochmal
trinkets
machen.
displayed on the table.
Ja.
Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty.
Ich versuche jetzt nochmal die Figur zu kriegen.
Why? What's this?
Ja,
A
sehr
headless
gut.
man riding a horse? A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say found.
Da wir den Dialog eigentlich schon kennen, werde ich da mal durchklicken.
Oh, that's the headless. The headless 50 cents. Bargain price.
Ja,
I'll throw in the tiny.
will
Did
den-
I mention that this?
That was a very smooth salesman's grin that almost comes off as earnest.
so, okay. Roy, mein Freund. Mein Freund.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Ja. Bitte was zu verkaufen.
Yes, we'd like to sell these hubcaps.
Mischt sich der Lieutenant ein und gibt ihm die rotierenden Radkappen.
Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them. The spinners appear iridescent in the dancing light of his pawn shop.
Also wir bräuchten ja zumindest 100 Real.
Yes, these are very, very good.
Oh.
Did you defraud some foreign prince for them? Jump-a-mesk banger? No matter. I'll give you 200 real.
200, wow.
No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you.
Erklärt der Lieutenant, während der Pfandleiher die Kasse öffnet und das Bargeld zählt.
Of course, I meant no offense. 200 real for you, officer. Delightful doing business with you. Do come again.
Aber das behält er jetzt wahrscheinlich für sich selber, oder ich krieg das nicht.
Thank you.
Er nimmt das Bargeld und dreht sich dann zu dir.
Here's the 130 real you need for your bill. Do not waste it.
Dankeschön.
The windfall is a small consolation.
Oh, danke, Kim.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Ja, kann ich jetzt Kleidung verkaufen?
I'm not purchasing any more,
Ah,
and
okay.
especially that tie.
Ja, ich
Your
weiß, die
mother is
Krawatte.
an aquatic object. I'm fun. Look at me sparkle in the light of the projector.
Ja, ich guck mal in meinem Pfandmenü.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Foto eines glücklichen Pärchens, keine Ahnung. Die Figur, nein. Oh, die Postkarten. Warum nicht? Für die paar Cent. Okay. Sonst nichts. Aber jetzt könnte ich was kaufen.
Another time, perhaps.
Ich möchte auf jeden Fall jetzt die Erinnerungsnadel gerne zurückkaufen. Dann kann ich die Lena wiedergeben.
Yes. Fortunately, I still have it. 330 and it's yours.
3,30, aber ich habe sie Ihnen für 3,20 verkauft.
Yes, you did, but this is how pawn shops make profit.
Ja,
So, do you want it or
macht
not?
Sinn. Ja, gib sie zurück.
Here you go, officer. Anything
Dankeschön.
else I can do for you today?
Nein, danke. Vielleicht kaufe ich mir aber noch den Ghetto Blaster. Was kostet der nochmal? Wo ist der? Wo ist der Ghetto Blaster? Wieso kann ich ihn nicht sehen? Ist es zu dunkel? Oder ist er da oben?
The boomboxes wait on the shelves, and your boombox, that gold and amber Harmon Waushi, stares at you longingly with its tape-reel eyes.
Also wir haben zwar noch kein Tonband. Aber... Ja, ich möchte den Ghetto Blaster kaufen.
And here you are. Quality sound reproduction on the go. It'll play anything, wherever. Turn any tape into a conversation of sounds and shapes.
Okay, cool. Vielen Dank. Die Erinnerungsnadel werden wir zurückgeben. Oh. Wie sieht das Ding aus? Okay. Sieht allerdings lässig aus. Okay, cool. Ja, ich finde, das ist optimal mit der Tasche und mit der Tüte. Der Tüte und dem Tonbandgerät. Sieht absolut korrekt aus. So. Wieso? Da diese Hand. Gut. Ich weiß halt nicht, ob wir dann die nächste Nacht auch noch bezahlen müssen. Ist das jetzt mein Ghetto-Blaster, der läuft? Okay. Okay, vielleicht packe ich den doch noch mal weg. Nein! So.
Can I help you?
Ja,
Yes. Have you got it?
ich habe hier Geld.
Well,
Okay, hier bitte, verzeihen Sie die Unannehmlichkeiten.
great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow.
Gut, wie viel kostet das denn eine Nacht?
He's not sorry about his behavior for your sake. Now that you have money, he really wants to make sure you're not angry with him.
I'll unlock the electronic lock to your room. All the doors lock automatically at 9 p.m.
Ach, deshalb kam ich nicht rein.
Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20
20
real
Real.
per night.
Gut, ja, das könnte ich hoffentlich hinbekommen.
I'll take a room here too.
Er öffnet seine Brieftasche.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests.
Klar,
Anything else I can do for you?
mit Sicherheit bist du froh. Ciao. Okay, Kim.
Yes?
Erzählen Sie mir nochmal von dem Fall.
What do you want to know?
Gut, können wir die vorläufigen Informationen nochmal besprechen?
You mean like a brief? Do you want me to brief you again?
Nein, ich improvisiere einfach.
There's no reason to wing anything. If you didn't get the brief, that's okay. I did. 3 days ago, the RCM
Okay, ich dachte,
emergency
wäre jetzt was
desk
Neues.
received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate.
Okay.
During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing
Ja, alles
labor
gut, wissen wir
dispute.
schon.
Okay then. Was there anything else you wanted to
Nein,
know?
ich dachte nur, es wäre was Neues.
Good.
Ciao. Gut, Kim, dann bin ich mal... Ach, du kommst mit, alles klar. Gut. Etwas hinter seinem Rücken erledigen müssen? Weiß ich jetzt nicht. Au!
The door is closed. Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance.
Schau mich nicht so an.
He doesn't like where this is going. You should punch a fucking hole in it.
Nein, 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 nein. Ich unterdrücke den Drang.
The murmur in your ears recedes
Alles
slowly.
gut.
Your breathing normalizes. That's one lucky door.
Ja. Alles gut. Okay, Kim.
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Gute Nacht, Lieutenant.
Just a moment. We should talk about our progress on the investigation.
Ach so,
Let's go out to the balcony.
in Ordnung, gehen wir. Klar, warum nicht?
The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then,
Ich wollte gerade sagen, Entschuldigung, mein Bild ist noch nicht da, jetzt ist es da.
Now then, we should talk about the investigation. But I also feel you're a bit hazy on the RCM. Our role here, our rights, our jurisdiction, basically.
Du rauchst? Ich wusste gar nicht, dass sie rauchen, Kim.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
Ach so, okay.
oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
Wie können sie nur so cool sein, Kim?
You mean this? This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will and unhealthy.
Er schnippt die Asche weg.
Keeping the habit within the parameters he's given himself takes a lot of focus. It would be easier to simply quit.
Ja, möchte ich jetzt eine Zigarette rauchen, um die Quest zu erfüllen? Eine Zigaretten und rauche sie. Der gewaltigen Boni wegen. Finde eine Packung, nimm sie in die Hand, lege sie in deinem Inventar von der... Einfach nur der Quest willen, um der Quest willen, einfach nur deshalb. Erledigt. Oh, ein paar, ne? Schon zumindest. Ja, wir fragen mal. Vielleicht fange ich auch mit dem Rauchen an. Haben Sie noch welche für mich? Ich will eigentlich nur eine.
I apologize, but I only brought one with me. I have exactly one cigarette every night
so.
while going over my notes.
Okay, dann hat sie es erledigt. Also dann die Abschlussbesprechung.
Yes, it's been a long and eventful day.
Was meinen Sie? Wie ist der Tag gelaufen?
Well, we inspected the victim's body, so that's good. It was not easily approachable in that state, but we did it.
Ja, morgen werden wir gucken, dass wir die runterkriegen.
Our inspection could have been more thorough, as it always can, but we have some leads we can follow up on. The body is still hanging from that tree, which is unfortunate. And there's still much to do at the crime scene.
He is not particularly satisfied with your progress, but he doesn't want you to feel completely discouraged. Probably out of fear that you'll just give up and keep drinking.
Es tut mir leid, dass ich heute so nutzlos war. Ich bin eben einfach kein guter Polizist. Naja.
We're both doing our best under the circumstances. Just don't drink tonight, please. As for the interviews,
Wir trinken nichts.
we didn't get to meet Edward Clare, but we did get into the harbor. It'll
Yeah.
be easier to reach him tomorrow.
Richtig.
We didn't talk to the Wild Pines rep. We really must do that tomorrow.
Okay. Machen wir.
Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice?
Ja.
I have a really good theory about why you're running so fast, son. Just you wait until we get up tomorrow.
Ja, klar. Wollte natürlich zum einen will ich keine Zeit verschwenden. Aber ganz genau, das gehört zum Jam Rock Shuffle.
It's impressive, especially for a man your age. And in those hills.
Er nickt gedankenschwer, wobei er mit dem Finger auf seine Zigarette tippt.
Nice shoes, by the way.
Danke.
I like the green. Goes with the orange.
Er schaut sich deine Schlangenlederschuhe an und lächelt unverhofft. Ah, danke, Kim. Was für Befugnisse haben wir eigentlich konkret, also die BMR?
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Rebachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
Nur 1000? Warum nicht mehr?
The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We are not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Rebachol.
Okay, kann man diese Macht nicht leicht missbrauchen?
Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station. Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM.
Ach, Bestechungsgelder, wer würde denn sowas annehmen? Verstehe, was noch?
We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station cold sleep. It prevents confusion and overcrowding.
Moment mal, woher will man denn wissen, dass der Festgenommene auch wirklich auftaucht?
You can't. Those who don't
Ah.
show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up.
So, und wenn sich jemand wehrt?
As you may have gathered from the fact that we are expected to carry a record of our kills, like the one in your watermarks, we are permitted to use whatever force is necessary, and strongly admonished not to abuse that power.
Okay, Moment mal, wenn ich also im Dienst jemanden töte,
You have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force. In these cases, your partner is usually your witness.
okay.
Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly, by cross-examining you for inconsistencies. It is hard to cover for anyone, which is for the best.
Was geschieht mit den Leuten, die wir verurteilen?
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Courant and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them.
Er tippt auf seine Manteltasche, darin bewahrt er nämlich sein Notizbuch auf. Und wer stellt all diese Regeln auf?
The coalition government, and the moral intern more broadly.
Okay.
The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less.
Dein Blick ist auf ein Zimmer unter euch fixiert, in dem gerade das Licht ausgegangen ist.
Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM.
Ich sag nichts.
Silence. A great comment to such a conundrum.
Die Moral intern, was ist das eigentlich?
The Moralists International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed.
Wenn ich es nicht wüsste, wie würden Sie sie dann beschreiben?
They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world.
Aha. Woran glaubt sie?
What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats.
Ach, Day. Von der stand doch eine Büste im Pfandshop. Okay. Was ist ihr Symbol?
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that.
Something ominous. Something even a little feminine, but in a strict manner.
Okay. Und wer war Dolores Day?
A historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me.
For you, she is something painful, though it's hard to say why.
Was halten Sie von ihr? Also ich denke mal die Moral intern.
The moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen.
It is more than that. There's some kind of affection in him.
Sie mögen die Moral intern.
Yes, I did, when I was younger. In my 20s, I considered myself a moralist. A blue forget-me-not, a piece of the sky. They're not all that bad. But the years have changed that. I don't know what I believe in now. No, I believe in the RCM. That's enough for me.
Okay. Ich habe eine Meinung über die Moral intern. Ich weiß nicht so wirklich, aber...
Do you?
Hä? Der Lieutenant zieht die Augenbrauen hoch und nimmt einen Zug von seiner Zigarette. In seinen Fingern ist sie ein schlankes weißes Ding. Hm. Sie haben hier versagt. Haben Sie sich hier mal umgesehen? Das ist doch kein Humanismus.
We are in what is called the twilight of international law. The laws we claim to enforce come from the MI. Without them, we are simply vigilantes.
Vielleicht sollten wir einfach unsere eigenen Gesetze machen.
Spoken like a revolutionary, not a cop. But hypothetical aside, in Martinez we already are vigilantes. At least the Union thinks so.
Das
I
stimmt.
expect our job here to prove quite challenging.
Er sieht sich den Kreisverkehr an.
The lights of the orphan district are reflected in his glasses, the red and golden orbs of the motorway sliding like pearls on a string from east to west as Revachol commutes back to the suburbs. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Monday is over.
Ja, eigentlich haben wir jetzt schon Dienstag. Ich sage nichts. Ich sehe einfach in die Nacht hinein.
The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag. This soldier is the highlight of the day for me, he thinks. This little stick right here.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, Kuno. It's different in land, in Jamrock and the GRIH.
Er zieht an der Zigarette. Warum sind die hier eigentlich alle so?
It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company, not daring to come here more often. It's like I told you, this place is an orphan, fallen between the cracks.
Und in Jamrock und dem IHGR?
We run this city. West of the river is RCM land.
Er sieht sich den dunklen Umriss des Reiterdenkmals an, das in den Nachthimmel emporragt.
It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works. Our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate.
Night. Captain Bartholomew Price steps into the yard. A piebald horse waits by the motor carriage, chewing oats out of an oat bag. Seagulls fly overhead. The sky is black. Captain Price wears a black suit and a standard patrol coat as he mounts the horse to head home.
Okay.
Rows of houses on either side, hunching over the sidewalks, and Precinct 41 with its dome roof growing distant. Around him, the streets are silent. A kid on the corner waves at the captain as he takes the turn on Petition and Main. The horse neighs. The captain nods back. Thanks, kid, he thinks. He's grateful.
Ich hoffe, dass unsere Ermittlung die Lage hier verbessert. Dass wir wenigstens ein bisschen Gutes tun.
Me too. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes.
Gott, dieses Achievement gerade. Das kam unerwartet. Danke für die Besprechung.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
30 Punkte. Er drückt seinen Zigarettenstummel aus und sieht in Richtung Tür. Ja,